Let's see here. How long of cables do I need for my new bars? This is a question I get almost on a daily basis. And right now we are working through getting cables for you guys again because we had to change some of our suppliers and adjust some pricing because we can't keep certain things in stock if they're not making any money. If we just basically are paying you to buy a cable, that's not a good thing to keep in our shop. But I know you guys want cables, and I really appreciate that, people come to me and ask me, hey, what's a good cable to get? And they're going to trust my opinion. So I want to provide the absolute best I can for you guys. But to answer this question, how do I measure cables for my bars? Typically, you're going to want to do this once you have the bars in hand. However, in some cases, it can be inconvenient if you don't have the bars yet and you're buying the bars and cables from the same place. So the easy solution to this is to pull your bars and cables off the bike. Disconnect the stock cables that you have from the handlebars. Leave the cables attached to the actual bike. Yes, you can have a tape measure, but unfortunately a tape measure doesn't move the way a cable does. So just wait. Leave the cables attached to the bike. Clutch side, leave it attached to the cables to the carburetor. Leave the brake line attached to your calipers in front, and you can leave it on the master cylinder as well. You're just going to take the master cylinder and kind of move it to measure how much more length you need on a brake line. But here's where it gets really fun. You're going to get some sweet custom PVC bars. So no, you don't ever want to ride with this shit, but an easy way to figure out how long cables you need is to make a mock-up set like this out of PVC. They're not going to fit perfectly in your risers, but they're going to clamp in there good enough to give you an idea of, oh, okay, well, this is what my bars are going to kind of look like. So let's say you have an 8-inch rise bar or 10-inch rise. You're going to get some 45-degree bends at Home Depot. All this cost me about $6. So if you want to measure for your bars, this is the easiest way to do it. You can control your pullback. You can just angle this stuff. So if you have like rabbit ears like that, oh, well, now I can see oh my God, people are calling me. No. So now I know what it's going to be like to have, bars that come back like this. If you want straight bars, Z bars, it's really simple to modify this and basically mimic the design of whatever bars you plan on buying. So what you're going to do then is take your cable that's attached to, let's just say, your clutch already. You're going to route that where you want, and if it stops right here, you're going to measure the point from here to about here on your lever where it's going to attach. I'm sorry, I get this in frame here. So you need about, let's say 6 inches more or so. It's always better to add an extra inch or two when you order cables than have cables that are too short. Cables that are too short they'll prematurely wear out. They will bind, they'll pinch. It's really not a good idea. It's better to have a little extra length and have a little bit of flop in that cable than not. Obviously, having exact measurement is great, but if you've ever built a bike and put a bunch of stuff together, rarely do things always work out perfectly. So to figure out what length of cables you need, the easiest and cheapest way, if you don't have the bars in hand, is to make a set of PVC bars. They're super awesome, and please, for the love of fucking God, don't ride around with PVC bars. You're just gonna die. It's gonna break, and I don't really want to explain to your mother that, I'm sorry, your son's an idiot, he rode with PVC bars. So that's how you do that. Pretty simple fix. Anybody can do this shit.